Galnet News Digest, 4th of April 3305. We read the news so you don't have to. In this week's news, please take a ticket and join the queue. Racking up the Rackham deaths. Federal probe points at Rackham. Please take a ticket and join the queue. The Pilots Federation Issues Council is open for business. Finally, there's a simple, straightforward and satisfying way to make sure that the very most important bug gets dealt with before all the others. The way it works is this. Commanders are encouraged to report problems they encounter while out in the galaxy by filling in the helpful form. The Pilots Federation will then do absolutely nothing. It will only be when other commanders report the same problem and describe how to make the problem happen again that the problem will be looked at. But even then, it won't be fixed unless it wins the new popularity contest. Battle of the Bugs is the new primetime holovid during which a host dressed in a sparkly suit and top hat encourages viewers to phone in to vote for their favourite 4 bugs. The 4 bugs that gain the most votes in the galaxy-wide poll will make it through to the next round, the QAs give it a cursory glance and ask for more information round. Viewers then need to rush to submit more evidence for their favourite bug out of the 4 on the shortlist, and at the end of the show the one bug that gains the most evidence will be passed to the development team to be fixed. So, roll up, roll up. What will be the very first bug selected to be fixed? Will it be the dramatic shrinkage of Thargoid repair deliveries? Vote 164. Will it be prematurely blue planets that are almost impossible to map? Vote 183. Will it be the inability of ASP Scout pilots to take off from Pad 3 at Hutton Orbital without snagging themselves in the station superstructure? Vote 111. Or will it be, my ship doesn't work quite right when flying using an unsupported operating system? Vote 86. Yes, it will probably be that one. Due to the reduced working hours created by this new bug handling system, the Pilots Federation is now planning days out to see the sights of New Cambridge, including the galaxy-famous Galactic War Museum, in which can be seen the very first Sidewinder, the Polaris Museum, which contains interesting Thargoid exhibits, and Roller Coaster Hills, a theme park dedicated to making all its visitors feel sick. Racking up the Rackham deaths. There's been another unfortunate death of a top executive at Rackham Capital Investments this week. Alleged ex-pirate Zach Rackham looks likely to be walking the plank following the entirely accidental death of Chief Financial Officer Aaron Salazar to a heart attack, and now the even more accidental death of Senior Executive Darren O'Shea, whose personal limousine developed a fault that led to it speeding into a concrete wall, leaving its occupant very, very dead and quite flat. Aaron Salazar was replaced as CFO in Rackham's absence by another alleged ex-pirate, Taja Gavaris, and Darren O'Shea has coincidentally been replaced by an unnamed supporter of Gavaris. If this is indeed a bid to depose Rackham, we can look forward to many more accidental deaths in the rank of the Rackham rogues. All this murder has a positive side. It's looking increasingly likely that Rackham Capital Investments will soon be yet another company redressing the gender balance by appointing a female chief executive officer, whether it wants to or not. Federal probe points at Rackham. In very closely related news, the Federal Intelligence Agency is at last reported to be taking an interest in the shady dealings of Calico Zachary Rackham. Repeated calls from the Federal Times to investigate the shady dealings of the Calico Cad had fallen on deaf ears, but it seems like a good old bit of suspected murder is what it takes to get the feds out in force. Rotten Rackham is almost as rich as those Hutton truckers who intensively mined void opals to win their squadron the top trading prize earlier this year. Questions have been raised about whether being a multi-billionaire is relevant in today's galaxy, but together with another evil Zack, Don Antonacci, Rackham has been accused of siphoning off vast quantities of goods intended to repair Thargoid-damaged stations, and pilots have opened Crime Report 164 with the Pilots Federation. All victims of the piratical Zacks are asked to report their losses against that ticket. There must be zero tolerance for Zacks. And that's this week's Galnet News. Galnet News, we read the news so you don't have to.